Natasja, vreeslik dankie dat jy saam met ons die oggend kom spandeer het.
Dankie vir julle.
Ja, dit is 'n absolute eer om jou as deel te hê van ons deVonk e-tydskrif.
Baie dankie.
Vreeslik dankie. Natasja, ek wil so 'n bietjie vandag met jou gesels. Daar's baie dinge waaroor jy passievol is, baie dinge waarvoor jy ambassadeur is. En ek dink die eerste een wat ek aan wil raak is jou liefde vir diere.
Ja.
So as jy vir my 'n bietjie meer daarvan kan vertel.
So, ek is nog altyd lief vir diere. For me, it's about being a voice for the voiceless. They can't tell you when they are in pain or in need. So it's up to us to do that for them. En mense is nie educated oor daaroor nie. Soos breeding. I'm going to lose a lot of viewers here. I'm very anti-breeding and I quite frankly despise breeders. Want die ding is, hulle sê dit is for the love of the animal and the love of the breed. It's not. Yes. It's because you make money from it.
Yes.
Ons het 'n overpopulation probleem, 'n groot ene. En hoekom sal jy nou meer breed as daar al klaar? I mean, the shelters are completely overflowing. Yes. En een van die dinge wat mense 'n misconception oor het is that purebreds don't end up in shelters, which is rubbish. That's why you have breed-specific shelters. Yes. Animals word abused and misused, and to use a female dog to constantly breed for you. Jy weet, elke keer wat 'n wyfie swanger raak en babatjies het, the chances of cancer actually becomes threefold.
Yes.
So dit weet mense nie. Ja. En hulle gaan, ja, maar elke hondjie moet dit nou ervaar. No, they don't. For what?
Exactly.
This is mense as if I don't want to have kids, you don't want to have kids, you don't have to. Why do you have to experience that because you're a female?
Yes.
I mean, it's complete rubbish. En so vir my gaan dit daaroor. Ek het altyd, I always went out into the field, waar jy verskriklike goed sien. Ek kan nie eers daaroor praat nou nie because it's too upsetting in wat jy sien. Humans are revolting. There's just no care.
Yes.
En hulle sê diere voel nie. Yes, they do.
Of course they do.
As jy hartseer is of so, ek weet nie of jy diere het nie. They feel it. Hulle sal nie jou toe kom. En they feel it. Jy weet hulle they get very sad when their babies are taken away and stuff like that. Daar's ook 'n misconception dat in townships in so die mense like glad nie na hulle diere nie. It's rubbish. Yes, a lot of people don't. But a lot of people in Sandton don't look after their animals, you know. Yeah. So ja, ek het nog net altyd 'n liefde vir diere gehad, and I prefer animals to people because it's a genuine love. There's no ulterior motives to animals. They just love you.
Yes.
En wat so amazing is, wat hartverskeurend is, maar jy sien van hierdie diere wat so verskriklik mishandel is. Dit maak my actually brainstel soos wat ek sê, because I see pictures in my head. Even though they've been abused, and we're talking here about being raped,
yes,
right? One of the things they will, jy sal nog steeds die stertjies sien baie, and they go back to the people who hurt them.
Yes.
You know, nie altyd nie, maar ja, so dis my groot ding. I want to educate people about it. I want people to see what it's about, en net te sê these are the facts.
Ja.
What you think you know, you actually don't.
Ja, so ek sien ook vreeslik uit want ek gaan nou nie te veel weggee nie, maar ons doen ook 'n special feature spesifiek oor anti-dog fighting. En ja, so jy weet in elke uitgawe ons wil spesifiek soos ek gesê die dinge wat mense wat te gruwelik is wat hulle nie wil kyk nie of hulle dit nie raak sien, jy weet ons wil daaroor gesels.
Ek wil net een ding noem, en again this is maybe a little bit graphic, maar to those breeders out there who think they're doing a good job, there's something called a rape stand for dogs. So what they do is they put the female on this thing. It's a stand where they actually clasp their feet together so they can't move, and then get the male to mount her. That's rape.
Yes.
That's what you're doing. So these are the people you support. So adopt, don't shop.
Yes.
Do not support these people because it's money.
Ja.
That's all it is, Jim. Ek snaak raak opgewerk.
Ons gaan nou na die volgende vraag toe gaan. Natasja, so ek weet ook jy is 'n baie sterk ambassadeur en het 'n liefde en 'n passie vir die LGBTQ community. Ek dink ook, jy weet, van die een generasie na die ander en die volgende ene, daar's baie nuwe dinge wat opkom
Massive
en
changes.
veranderinge en ja, so ek dink net 'n bietjie jou gevoel daaroor.
So I've always been pro be who you are. It's all about authenticity, and we all have the right to be loved and to be cared for and to care and to love, regardless of who you love.
Yes.
Ek vra altyd vir mense, if you find out that I'm lesbian or trans or bi or whatever, how does this change who I am? So you liked me because I'm a good person or whatever. Now you find out that I'm lesbian, bi, whatever. How does that change me? Because I love a certain sex.
Yes.
How does that also change your life? Hoekom is dit so 'n groot ding dat jy nie net mense kan laat wees nie? En ek weet nou, you know, and we don't want to go there because it's then religion comes in and this and that, the next thing. For me, it's about love. Surely, that's what it's about. And about accepting people for who they are. So die LGBTQ movement, jy weet, kom nou al van back there, and we've done so well. We've evolved, but we've still got such a far way to go. It's more accepting, yet at the same time, you still go to places where people go out to beat up a gay guy.
A lot of discrimination.
Yeah,
still
it's
carrying on,
completely. And again, I say, how does this impact on your life?
Yeah.
What I do in mine doesn't impact on your life.
Exactly.
So let people be who they are. Ek is nie bang om te sê that I'm part of the community. It's who I am. I try my best in life to be a good person. Sometimes I fail, but my sexuality has got absolutely nothing to do with it. So now I'm going to say we live in a time where the woke generation is quite big, and a part of me, I go, that's fantastic, it's wonderful, but it's also quite fascist.
Yes.
You know, we are dealing with, I call it the snowflake generation. Again, I'm going to get lambasted for this, but everyone gets offended. Like, I'm so offended by this and by that and everything. I go, please do me a favor, grow up.
Yeah.
I feel that a lot of the work we've done is now being, it's down the toilet because the woke thing has become quite fascist.
Yes.
So if you don't believe what I do, and if you don't go with what I say, you are whatever, you're X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Like it just means that for ons sê ons is al hierdie name. Suddenly the woke generation's doing exactly the same thing.
Yes.
So what we are fighting for, you are now doing. You are telling other people what they believe in is wrong and getting quite angry about it.
Yes.
You know? Ek vind baie keer met die, there's woke and then there's do me a favor, ridiculous. With a lot of people is they just want something to fight about.
Yes.
I will stand up for what I believe in and go, I'm like pro LGBTQ plus, but I'm not. I don't need to get angry with you.
No.
If you don't agree with me, just don't. You can disagree with me, but don't judge me for who I am, and I won't judge you. Ek glo nie dieselfde as wat jy glo nie. Doesn't make you a better person.
No.
You know. So yes, we've come a long way, but we've still got a long way to go. En ek voel dat baie die 'n groot deel van die woke generation and them being they're very angry.
Ja.
You know, it's actually doing us. It's not doing us a
It's
favor.
an injustice, actually.
It's not doing us.
The work
It's
that's been done.
completely fascist. You know, as I go, these people who don't accept us are going. You're so angry that I don't want to be part of your gang.
Yeah.
You know, your gang. So very vocal about it. Soos ek sê, just be your authentic self. Ongelukkig is daar nog baie mense wat jou afskryf en dit is hoekom baie mense nie they don't live their truth, you know, because their families are going to disown them and society and but if you don't live your truth, you will get to a certain point in your life where you go, my best years are gone.
Yeah.
Because I've had to live a lie.
Yes.
To live like that just takes way too much energy.
Yes.
So your tribe will stick with you regardless of who you love, you know, or what color you love, or whatever.
Exactly.
You know, again, how does this impact on your life? If I lose followers because of it, I actually really don't care. Because then I don't want you.
And they're not.
I don't want you. Don't have to agree, but just accept me. Have respect for me. Let's all have respect for each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very interesting topic. We could sit here and
the
talk
whole day.
for days. Natasja, so you are an actress, you are a businesswoman, you are a mom. Tell me, how do you juggle your life? What is it?
That's a good question. How do I juggle my life? You know, as a woman, and I am a feminist, but that doesn't mean I'm going to burn my bra and I hate men. It's also a big misconception. So I think as a woman, you find ways to cope. You find ways to be a mom and to be a businesswoman and all of these things. I'm very lucky that I've got my tribe and my family who are always there to help. And I know that a lot of women don't. But when I look at single moms, more than most, they just do it.
Yes.
Because they have to. And women are strong, you know, we have to deal with so many things. You're a therapist and a doctor and a mom and everything, you know. And you wear the hat and you find ways.
Yes.
And I think when you look at your child, you go, that's the most important.
Yes.
So I'll find ways. Ek dink vroue is, en dis nie net omdat ek vrou is, but women are phenomenal.
Yes.
You know, we somehow manage to just do it all.
Yeah.
Maar soos ek sê, ek het baie hulp. I've got amazing people in my life, I really do. And I've got an amazing son who is so understanding because, you know, I think you can tell I can be very explosive.
Yes.
So my son's growing up with a mom that wat vreeslik baie vloek. En wat kwaad word. But he understands that it's all part of, it's okay to feel. Ek sê met ek vir my kind, ek weet nie, I don't know how to deal with you right now.
Yeah.
So just give mommy some space. And he goes, it's cool. So my son and the people around me
Wonderlik.
find ways.
Yes. Fantasties. En sê vir my, ek weet jou lewe is relatief besig, maar ontspan jy dan so elke nou en dan?
It's ontspanning. So I'm quite an anxious person. En ek vind dit baie moeilik om te ontspan. I love reading, maar ek het nie altyd kans daarvoor nie. You know, with a 6-year-old and work and a family and it's Maar ek hou nogal van 'n British comedy or something wat ek nou kan sit en lekker kyk. So that makes me relaxed and I do enjoy reading when I have a chance. Okay. And tattoos.
Oh.
Massive thing for me to relax. Ek het gister weer een gekry. Because it's not just vir daai in daai oomblik waar jy besig is en sometimes there's pain, but it's just you.
Ja.
En jy fokus net op dit. So tattoos maak my relax.
Dis baie interessant.
I'm quite inked.
Quite inked.
Ja.
Like that. En sê vir my enige stopwerkies, iets wat mense dalk nie van jou weet nie, belangstellings.
So ek sing actually. Ek sing nie soveel as wat ek altyd gesing het nie. Maar ja, ek kan 'n noot hou. En ek skryf.
Wow.
Wat baie mense ook nie weet nie. Ja, so ek skryf nogal baie. Ek het al rubrieke geskryf en so. Vir publikasies en wat anders is ek baie goed mee. I'm very good at telling people what to do.
Oh.
Total control freak. complete control.
Are they good at listening to you?
I make them listen. I have ways. I get the look.
Yes.
You know. Maar ja, ek kan nie nou so ek skryf en ek sing en what else am I really good at? I think I'm pretty good at acting.
Yes.
Even if I do say so myself. Because it's a passion of mine and I work really hard. So vir my, jy weet wat ek doen is nie vir my werk nie.
Ja. Dis 'n passie.
Dis
deel van jou energie. Dis
absolute passion.
Ja.
And I work hard, you know. I've got a lot to draw from in my life.
Ja.
So.
Baie interessant. En ek dink daar's baie mans, vrouens wat heel moontlik oor hulle voete val vir jou. Jy is 'n pragtige vrou. Jy is 'n baie goeie aktrise. Sê 'n bietjie vir my, jy kry ek dink baie almost a bit of hate and maybe a bit of love en sê vir my, weet, hoe hanteer jy dit? Is dit nou al iets wat net soos water van jou rug af hardloop?
Dit is nou beter. Daar is oomblikke wat, because we all have dips, we all, you know, when you look in the mirror, you don't always see what other people see. En ek was 'n paar jaar terug in 'n baie erge ongeluk gewees wat that changed my face. You know, this dimple isn't, it wasn't there before. Dit was van 'n ongeluk gewees. En 'n deel van my gesig wat mense al vreeslik baie oor gepraat het op Facebook, wat sê ja, my mond is skeef en so it does actually dip a little bit. Maar so if I'm having a bad day and I don't feel great about myself, then ja, as jy goed van jouself lees, is dit nou nie lekker nie. But most of the time I just go, dude, chick, whoever, you really don't look like an oil painting yourself. And it doesn't matter what you think. My son thinks I'm gorgeous.
Yes.
My friends, and it's not this.
Yeah.
It's not about this. You know, this can fade. As long as you're happy with yourself. Maar mense kan vieslik raak hoor. Regtig persoonlik. En daar is oomblikke wat dit nie lekker is nie en wat jy huil, wat ek huil en gaan, dis hierdie een wat my duie is te groot of wat ook al. But at the end of the day, soos ek sê, ek klik op daai profile foto en ek gaan, really?
Ja.
Really? Ek kyk agter myself.
Ja.
And I'm proud of the way I look.
Ja.
And I think people should be proud of how they look. Dis is om 'n mooi foto van jouself te post op social media. It's not about me thinking, oh, how good. I'm proud.
Of course.
I do what I can to look my best.
Yes.
So, ja, en dan kry ek liefde, maar daar's liefde en dan daar's liefde.
Daar's 'n fine line.
But jy fotootjies kry op jou Instagram and I thought I didn't need to see that.
Yes.
Didn't ask for that.
A little bit of oversharing.
Mense raak mans spesifiek, and I'm not lambasting all men here, maar ek het nou die dag 'n man gekry, die jong ouetjie wat vir my gesê het, I love me some MILF. And I went, that is so offensive.
Yes.
You might think that that I feel good about that, but you have now that, like, it's vulgar.
Yes.
En hulle dink hulle kan dit sê because they can get away with it. So en dan soos ek sê, ek kry foto's en ek kry hierdie invites en ek gaan, how did you for 1 second think that I'm going to want to
be a part of that or even consider that?
You don't speak to me like that.
Yes.
So you get nice stuff and then you get
not so nice.
Ja, maar ander vrouens kan dit vir jou sê. Ek seker jy het al, like in your inbox, you just go, where did you come from?
Yes.
You know, en die disrespect wat daar teenoor vrouens is just something else.
Ja.
Dis hoekom ek altyd vir my seentjie sê, you know, ek leer hom nog steeds, jy moet die deur oopmaak vir 'n vrou.
Natuurlik.
Jy moet laat haar eers te loop. It's not about it's not a sexist feminist thing. It's about having respect.
Of course.
You know? And ek het al van gesê, if you ever speak to a woman in a way like that, you will, hell hath no fear.
Yes.
You know,
En sê vir my, en ek weet sommer, ek dink ook klaar wat jy die volgende vraag gaan beantwoord.
Ja.
En dit is met die rolle wat jy speel as vrou in die verskillende TV-reekse ensovoorts. verkies jy om die bitch te wees of die vroom huisvrou?
Absolutely the bitch. Absolutely, it's inbuilt.
Yes.
It's an inbuilt. Mense vind my baie koud partykeer, and quite intimidating. Wat ek het baie hoë mure. But also, I'm not just going to go into your space. So ek raak stil. Ek is nie sommer so, I'm here, if you want to talk to me, cool. Maar ek gaan nie in jou gesig gaan nie. But ek kan 'n moeilike stukkie mens wees. En ek het 'n baie kort fuse. Ek is nie die persoon wat jy aan jou slegte kant wil hê nie. I'm very loyal and I'm a very good friend. Maar ek wat omgee en ek wat nie omgee nie is twee heeltemal verskillende persone. And of mense wil dit nie hoor partykeer nie. I don't look like a really calm wallflower. So I'm not going to get cast as that. Very seldom will I get casted. I get typecast all the time, and I'm quite okay with that.
Yes.
Because it gets me working. This is who I am, but I love playing a baddie.
Yes.
You know, it's fun. You tap into those sides of you that you can't always do.
Yes.
Like every day.
Wonderful. En sê vir my, ek dink met daar's so baie dinge in die lewe wat nou verander het en mense wat swaar kry as gevolg van omstandighede en COVID en al daai. Ek dink spesifiek in julle bedryf as akteurs en aktrises, voel jy miskien sê my, hoe voel jy daaroor? Dink jy ons akteurs en ons aktrises word, jy weet, mooi nou ongesien,
No, we are seen as bottom feeders.
But yet it looks like it's the glamour.
Well, this is
from
what
the
means to
face
say.
front.
It's so glitzy, it's so glamorous, and you must be making so much money. And. Kyk, ek is baie gelukkig en I'm well aware of how lucky I am dat ek by 'n amazing company werk. Wat verskriklik goed na my omsien. Maar daar's hierdie nuwe produksie companies wat opspring en hulle byt akteurs verskriklik uit. Jy weet. Deesdae as jy 'n rol wil kry, vra hulle vir jou hoeveel followers jy het. And I go, are you kidding me right now? So you no talent.
So it's not about my talent or what I can do and what.
Maar dan is daar akteurs wat amazing is, maar hulle kry nie werk nie. En ek gaan dit nou sê, again, gonna get into trouble. Our government does not care about South Africa. I'm not talking about our actors. This isn't Hollywood. You know, we don't get paid for astronomical amounts of money. And also wat mense nie besef nie, is dat jy betaal nie net tax nie, jy betaal 'n agent ook. So, jy weet it's not all that. Mense dink ons lewe in leksheid en we don't get paid royalties or anything like that. So iets wat jy vandag ingespeel het kan 80 keer oorgespeel word.
And you don't get
and you don't see that. Maar ek is bitter gelukkig en bitter bly dat ek nie in die situasie is waarin ek is. Daar, jy weet, die teatermense wat glad nie werk het nie. Mense wat akteurs wat al baie lank in die industrie is wat nie 'n mediese fonds het nie because they can't afford it. En wat hulle huise moet verkoop, wat hulle karre moet verkoop en so. People have a very warped idea. We are still people.
Natasja, sê bietjie vir my, as jy nie 'n aktrise was nie, in watse beroep sou jy jouself sien?
Sielkunde.
Okay.
Ek wou toe ek groot geword het, ek wil nog altyd aktrise gewees het, but I really wanted to study psychology. The human mind and human condition is so interesting. Want nothing is black and white. So I think dis maklik om te sê hierdie is reg en daardie is verkeerd en jy moet so reageer en jy moet so wees en so wees. Die goeders wat met mense gebeur, it changes you, you know, it changes you intrinsically in hoe jy goeders sien, like say for instance, someone who's grown up in a very abusive home, very often they will either become abusive or they will become very submissive to try and avoid that. Maar as jy regtig met mense praat and you listen to their psychology and how they see things, it's so interesting. And you become much more understanding of people. Soos ek sê, everything isn't black or white. You might think that for you, it's wrong. But have you asked that person where it's coming from?
Yes.
Why they see
Understand why they see it that way.
I mean, ek is al deur baie goed in my lewe. So how I perceive certain things, vir ander mense gaan dit verkeerd wees, but I go, I've been there.
Yeah.
I've had to make that choice.
Yes.
Wasn't a great moment.
Yeah.
Maar ek glo ook that we are all here for a reason, and we are all here to learn different, what's the word for friksuk? Lessons.
Yes.
And you meet people to learn those lessons.
Yeah.
So nothing's really ever bad. Your bad things happen, but it can teach you what not to do, or what not to accept,
Yes.
or what you want to aspire to.
Yeah.
So anyway, so baie nou met psychology.
Okay, fantasties. So ons kom by my laaste vraag. En nie veel van 'n vraag nie, maar ek dink meer van watse boodskap het jy vir vrouens daar buite wat ma's is, wat werk? Dit net so 'n bietjie van 'n girl power boodskap wat ons kan uitstuur.
You are doing your best with what you've got. Really, there's no PDF for being a mom. There's right. You're not going to leave your child hungry while you go out and party. I'm not talking about that. Oh, excuse me. Ons ma's veral is so hard op hulle self. I failed here and I didn't do that right and I didn't do this. But what about the things you did do? You managed to feed your child, to give him or her love, and we ons gee so baie op, nie gee op nie, want ek wil dit nie sê, but we do sacrifice a lot of stuff to make sure your child is alright. So ja, jy gaan daar hê where you don't feel great, but look at what you have done.
Yes.
So for that moment, you feel I'm so useless, but look at what you've done.
Yeah.
And the best thing you can give your children is to love them.
Yes.
And to say to them, it doesn't matter what mistakes you make, I'm still going to love you, I'm still going to be there. And just like vroeger gesê, you know, I'm quite a feminist and I don't burn my bra and I don't hate men. Women survive. Because at the end of the day, no one's going to do it for you.
No.
We're going to do it.
Yes.
Women are strong, women are empowered. And it's okay to not accept certain things. This isn't the 1950s anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have to be submissive to anyone. You don't need anyone's approval. You need your own approval.
Yes.
And again, there's no PDF and you're doing your best. Just do your best. Have your days where you cry.
Yeah.
Have your days when you are angry. It's okay to be angry with your kids because sometimes they can be total assholes.
Yes.
You know, right? They can be.
Yes.
Like we can.
Exactly.
They're little humans, you know, and we're doing our best. So stop berating yourself for not being perfect because none of us are.
Yeah.
So just be kind to yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Natasja.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was an amazing morning with you, and
I had so much fun. Thank you.
yeah, looking forward to the
Good luck
to the
editing all
launch.
of that talking out.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.